Hi students, welcome to Vijeta IAS Academy to the point analysis of current affairs. This is as part of February 16, 2022 Wednesday. Two important news are highlighted in today's newspaper. One is related to anti-lynching bills, another one is related to international relations, that is the issue between Russia and Ukraine. First we will see what are anti-lynching bills and what are various dimensions involved in it. Here, first we will try to understand what is lynching, then what are the various dimensions involved in lynching, and how we have to see as UPSC aspirant this particular topic fits in which particular syllabus of our UPSC syllabus. Now, if we take broader perspective, these are the various issues involved in it. There are various constitutional related and legal related issues. First, we will try to develop and understand what is lynching or mob violence. Then we will try to evolve or develop various dimensions. So first, let us start with mob violence. What is mob violence? So this is resulting in lynching. For the past few years, we are seeing news related to mob violence and lynching activities. In this context, what is this? Mob violence means some group of people are indulging in crime. So let us take various issues. So it is related to crime. And in this, a mob, we do not know exact number because there is no definition of mob means. So it is more than one person or it is more than two people. Mob involves or injure another person, causing injury to other person or killing a person. So now if we go by this, then it is something related to law and order. So it is a law and order issue, and we have to deal this issue through law and order tools or instruments which state created to preserve law and order or public order. This is one dimension. The immediate dimension which we get is mob violence or lynching is something related to law and order, public order. Now, next question comes, what are the causes for this mob violence? If we understand the causes, then we will get some more dimensions. Now this law and order, if we take our syllabus, this is related to GS3 internal security related matters. So GS3 internal security matter. Now if we take causes, then we can develop some more dimensions. The causes which are often seen in the newspapers, there are various reasons for mob violence or mob lynching. One reason was related to religion. Having prejudices over particular religion, some group of people are involving in criminal activities or killing a person just for eating beef or having another dietary preferences. One is religion. So another one is caste related violence, and there are various incidents in the country that the lower caste people are being attacked by upper caste people. So this is also involving in mob violence and mob lynching. Another one is gender issue. Women are getting killed due to various reasons. One is honor killing. If women of one caste marry the other caste person, honor killing are taking place. So this is also something related to mob violence or mob lynching. And transgender violence on transgender also do take place. These are some of the causes. If we take this cause, then what kind of dimensions we can identify here? Now this is something related to religion, caste, gender, something related to GS paper 1, society. So one dimension is related to law and order, that is related to GS3 internal security. Another one is GS1 society related. Now we developed some more dimensions. Now let us see how it will have impact on state instruments or the state power. Now you see, this is something related to law and order issue. Now state is required to have certain instruments to regulate or to control or to handle this law and order issue. Now what is the law prevail to control such activities is the matter of debate now. So what is the law here? Here there are various interpretations, and this is how debate generated over anti-lynching bills. Now there are once again differences in law. Means there are two type of law in our country. One is union law, another one is state law. Constitution. Now who defined these union laws or state laws? Once again, Constitution. So here we will bring Constitution as well. So constitutional issues are also related to this particular issue. And state power, union power, and they derive their powers from the Constitution. So we have to think about the constitutional dimension as well. Constitution has given or specified union list, state list, concurrent list. So these are the lists provided in the Constitution itself. Under what areas union have the power to make laws, under what circumstances or under what areas state can make laws. So public order is a state related issue. Now some states have passed a particular law related to mob violence, to contain mob violence. Here in this case, these bills are called anti-lynching bills. Here some states like, so far Manipur has passed a law, West Bengal has passed, Jharkhand has passed, and Rajasthan passed. So these are the 4 states so far passed these laws to contain this particular menace of the Indian society. Now you see, this is a violence, something related to religion and caste, something related to communalism. So once again, you can see communalism dimension and something which is due to intolerance. Mob violence or lynchings are taking place. So something related to tolerance and intolerance one. So now you can develop lot of dimensions with respect to GS1 society related. Now GS3 law and order related issues. Now this is related to GS2 polity and governance issues. Now you can see how different dimensions are being evolved with respect to this particular issue. Now if we take this is GS3, this is GS1, this is GS2. Single incident. Now you can see how it is going to impact the entire constitution or entire nation itself. So these are various dimensions involved in this particular mob violence or lynching. Now issues are coming like, now state governments. Now the head of the executive in state is governor. Now in some states like Manipur and Rajasthan, what happened? The state assembly has passed a law. Anti-lynching bill was passed by the assembly. Now the bill becomes act only when governor of the state gives an assent. Now in this case what happened? Governor has certain powers. Either he can give the assent to the bill so that it becomes act, or he can suspend the bill for some time, so he can issue a pocket veto for some time. Or one more power he has, that is reserving the bill for consideration of the president. Now you can see how the constitutional issues are evolving just from mob violence lynching issue. In case of Manipur and Rajasthan, governor reserved this bill for the assent of or the for president assent. So he reserved the bill. Now you see, this ball is now went into the court of union government. Now president is the nominal head of the state and he act according to the advices given by the Union Council of Ministers. Simply you can say Council of Ministers. So now this issue, now it involved Council of Ministers advice. Now if Council of Ministers advise the president to, if bill can be given assent, then it becomes assent, then state governments can implement the legislation. Suppose if Council of Ministers do not advise the president not to give assent, then whatever bill passed by these states cannot become a law. So this is another issue. Now here you can see center state related issues. Now center state issue or the role of governor in the state legislation or the legislative powers of governor. Now the legislative powers of president. Now the relationship between president and council of ministers and the powers between union government and state government. The constitutional dimension will come here. So now this is how it is generating debate in the country now. Even though some states have passed anti-lynching bills, now still these bills have not yet become acts. So unless they become act, again it becomes a law and order issue. The state police cannot implement the law related to, specifically related to lynching. Now once again here executive, the council of ministers related to executive. Now it comes to legislature. Council of ministers are answerable to the legislature at the union level. That means here parliament. So now parliament is involved in this case once again. Now you can see how it is generating. Just mob violence and lynching, UPSC can take any of these dimensions and if question can be framed in all these dimensions. Now council of ministers are answerable to the parliament. Now council of ministers, now it is related to law and order, it is related to home ministry. Now home minister should answer in the parliament. Now parliament questioned why these bills are not given assent. Then union home minister answered the question of parliament by saying already this issue can be dealt with Indian Penal Code IPC. Already this is something related to murder, it is related to violence. Then the existing provisions of IPC, Indian Penal Code 1860, already a law is there. So there is no need of another new law. And union ministry is also saying that union ministry is under consideration that entire Indian Penal Code 1860 needs to be overhauled. Criminal Procedure Code needs to be overhauled. And while it is being overhauled, the issues which are related to 21st century related, violence related, this is 19th century law. Now we are in 21st century. So that means according to the needs of time, this Indian Penal Code and Criminal Procedure Code should be overhauled. While overhauling everything, we will look into this matter so that entire country will have a unified law to handle such kind of violences. Now this is how now you see just mob violence. The issue started like a violence, crime, injuring a person or killing a person. Now how this issue, now we can connect with various syllabus, various parts of our syllabus. Now you can see, now there is a vague. Now there is no specific law. Now meanwhile, if that kind of debate is going on, now we have to stop this menace in our society. Now there you can find whenever the law is vacuum, whenever that law is silent, then ethical angle can come into place. Only ethical force can stop such violence. So now something related to GS4, that is related to ethical values. how ethical values can stop mob violence in our Indian society. So this is how you can think. So it is connected to GS1 society related, GS2 polity related, GS3 law and order related, and GS4 ethical dimension as well. And here one more issue is there, that is something completely it requires a special attention, that is the justice. Now we will take this. Now justice, here mob is there, here crime is abetted on a particular individual, or you can say victim. Mob committed violence or killed a particular person, he becomes the victim. Now a crime took place in the society. Now justice should happen in this case. Now what is the instrument, or which department gives justice for this particular crime? So which organ of the state? That is judiciary. Judiciary is the state organ which provide justice, or which gives justice to the victims. So here victim should be given justice and mob should be punished. Now you can see this is a different, completely we need special attention. Now because there are so many issues involved in justice delivery system. Now on law side, law and order side, society side, we have seen different dimensions. Now if we take judiciary, now we have to see the other dimensions. Now judiciary, now laws are passed by legislature. Now the justice system is handled by judiciary. Now you can see victim, why mob is involving in the crime and victims are not getting justice. So this is creating trouble for the Indian society. One is speedy justice delivery, and another one is delay in justice. These are two things which are creating issues in the Indian judicial system. So most of the time, due to delays in the justice delivery system, extrajudicial settlements are taking place in the country. So this is one of the reasons for increasing crime also, because when there is delay in justice, the violence, the abettor of violence, or the mob who is committing the crime, they are not afraid of Indian judicial system, and they may be thinking that they will not be punished at all if mob or group of people come together and they kill a person. So they feel that there is no fear of justice due to delay in justice system. And victims, if they don't get the justice, once again they go to extra constitutional means. Extra constitutional means to ensure the justice for this particular crime. So here one example is, it will have reaction to this mob violence. Extra constitutional, for example, they will evade completely judiciary system, and extrajudicial means they will resort and they will try to take revenge for this particular crime. So that is why the entire judicial system will get collapsed if there is no speedy justice for any crime that happens. In Supreme Court, in this case, mob violence or lynching case, Supreme Court recently said there should be a particular definition for lynching and there should be a specific law which can handle mob violence. So now Supreme Court also is in favor of creating a new law which specifically deal with mob violence or lynching. So these are the various issues. Now this is once again GS2 judiciary related. Now this victim, now extra constitutional means, justice delivery through extra constitutional means, it will collapse the entire judicial system and it will leads to creating new, it will create more law and order problem for the country, like Naxalism. So these are one of the reasons for Naxalism is delay in justice delivery system. So that kind of new problems will emerge in the country due to this, and it will lead to communalism. It will have impact on community. Suppose if mob is belong to one community, victim belong to another community, now this issue, instead of becoming a law and order, instead of becoming a crime against single individuals, become hatred against a particular community. Now it will have reaction from the community of the victim. So it will lead to communalism. Now it will lead to serious internal disorder and internal security problem will emerge. So this is how you have to think about mob violence and how to create more dimensions from the single incident. So it appears lynching is one incident in some part of the country or some part of the state, but now how one particular incident can trigger so many other events which become really complicated for the entire Indian state or Indian nation. So these are various issues involved in it. So anti-lynching bills, in this case the particular issue is saying that anti-lynching bills passed by 4 states hanging fire. That means they are yet to become law and some are in the purview of Council of Ministers. So this is the issue related to anti-lynching bills.